All right, welcome back to another episode of the most electric podcast out there. I'm your host, Francisco Castro. This podcast is part of More Than Baseball. They are working daily to better the lives of minor leaguers all over. Our mission is to protect and enhance the future of our game by allowing every ball player to live a better life during and after their careers. Check them out at morethanbaseball.org. All right, super excited for today's guest today. You may have seen him pitching in the Futures game. No big deal. He was a top 30 prospect with the Brewers. Before getting traded to the Rangers, broke my heart. Also, one of the strikeout leaders in the minors. Hyped to talk to my guy, Antoine Kelly. How's it going, brother?
What's up, man?
Yeah, so let's jump right into the whole trade thing. Like, how did that whole thing go down? Because that day I was gonna message you. I was gonna text you, be like, "Yo, dude, don't get traded." And then I was like, "Nah, he's not gonna get traded." And then like I'm just scrolling through Twitter, and then boom, you get traded. So I was like, "Oh my goodness, that's crazy." So how did that whole experience break down for you?
It was so much happened and within like a couple hours. So I had I wasn't expecting to get traded, obviously. It's my first year back. I was like, oh, like, there's no way they would trade. It's like my first time. So I went home to Chicago for the week because for the Monday off day, and I came home that night, and my phone's on do not disturb at like a certain time
Yeah,
every day.
same here.
And I like scroll through my notifications, and then I see like Tom had called me a good like two or three times. So I'm like, oh shit, like I already knew.
Yeah.
Um, I just like didn't want to believe it. So he called me and he told me he was like, yeah, we you've been a part of our deal, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, with who? And he's like, the Rangers. And I'm like, damn, like I didn't really know what to say. Like
Hmm.
I was in shock because like I had literally just got back to Appleton, and I was like putting gas in my car, and I was just processing all of that.
Wow.
I'm like, I don't even know what to do right now. And then like I like it was an awkward phone call because like I was like literally speechless. I
Hmm.
like what do I say? Like thank you, like cool, like
Yeah, yeah,
awesome. Like I don't know what to do.
yeah.
And whatever. So I called my parents right away, and then I tell them, I just got traded like to the Rangers, and they didn't believe me. So they didn't believe me, and then they started asking me like what's happening and like all the details and stuff.
Hmm.
I'm like, dude, I don't even know. Like I just found out like 30 seconds ago. Like um whatever. So like, they were blowing up my phone. I told them, like, hey, just go look on like Twitter or something. Like I'm sure it's there.
Yeah.
And then they did all that, and then um the Rangers called me and um basically telling me that I have a flight the next day at like 7,
Jeez.
and it's like 11:30.
Yeah.
So I have like nothing in the house is packed up. Like everything is just there. I have to do laundry still. I'm like, dude, like what do I do? Like I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, I go. I actually didn't even go straight home. I went over to one of the dudes' house, and I like told them too. And then they were all like shocked too. I'm like, damn, like I don't know what to do.
Did they already know by then? Because I mean, obviously, word travels fast. Like when someone gets traded, it's kind of.
No, they didn't know. Like when I told them was the first thing they heard of it, and yeah, I went to the field. I had to pack my stuff, and like it was like a bittersweet thing. I was like, I don't really want to leave, but like I know it'll be probably like it'll benefit me a lot more. Um, it was like super sad. So I packed my stuff. My phone's still blowing up, and then I'm thinking I'm gonna come straight here to Frisco, and but no, I got to go to Arizona, which I hate Arizona with like a passion.
Why?
So
What's
I'm
wrong with
like,
Arizona?
damn, it's too damn hot over there. There's nothing to do.
Fair.
There's stuff to do, but like
It's
not
just
in
too hot.
surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I got all my stuff packed. Um, my phone's literally blowing up, and like at this point, I'm just like, all right, like I'm not even gonna respond. Like they'll just text me, you know. But my phone's blowing up, and then I'm all packed. Next day at 7, I'm on the flight, and there we are in Arizona. Brand new team, brand new spot, brand new everything. It's a completely fresh start.
So why did they send you to Arizona first?
I had to throw in their lab and stuff, kind of meet like I want to say at the front office people or something.
Yeah. What was that
I don't
introduction
even
like? Was it
remember.
kind of awkward or no?
Uh, Honestly, no.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, it was pretty normal. It's just like it's all brand new, so I kind of like you don't know what you can and can't say because
Hmm.
you're not like not comfortable with them. As with like the brewers, I was comfortable, so I can kind of like speak a little bit more freely, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just be yourself more.
But yeah, yeah, it was just brand new, but it wasn't awkward though.
That's cool. So, I mean, like, when did you end up getting to Frisco?
I got to AZ on Tuesday. I got to Frisco on Thursday.
Dude, like straight up, I had no idea where Frisco was. I had to like Google it.
No,
But
I've
it's in
never
the
heard of it either.
yeah, but it's in the Dallas area, which is pretty sick. Because I mean, Appleton is obviously it's a smaller town compared to like Dallas area.
Yeah.
So like, have you been able to explore Dallas, the area at all, and just kind of because obviously there's more stuff to do there.
So here's the thing. I don't have a car right now. So I've
Oh,
been on foot. My car is coming tomorrow, about 3 weeks off. But like
hmm,
I can't really like Dallas is like 20 minutes away. I'm not gonna Uber to Dallas.
yeah,
So, like I just I'll go when I get my car gets here and stuff. So, my girl's coming out here on this weekend, so we're gonna go over there. I mean, I've never like, really been. So
yeah. Is she driving your car, like her and your family, or no?
she's coming by herself now.
Oh, so
Oh no, no, sorry. They're shipping it.
oh, the shit. Okay, cool. I was gonna say,
Yeah,
man, you
yeah.
could have told me. I would have driven out to Dallas, man. That's not that bad of it.
Sure.
I've done it too, though. I've driven to
Yeah.
Dallas, yeah, to see. I went to go see a baseball game there. I saw the Rangers play, the Oakland A's, and then have you had In and Out yet? Because obviously that's I don't know if you had it before, but have you gotten a chance to eat In and Out?
I've had In and Out when I was in AZ. The big thing here, it's what's it called, Whataburger or something.
Yeah, I feel like that's overrated. I feel like
I'm
sorry,
completely out on that.
yeah, you're not into it.
I don't like it. The place in Corpus Christi we were just at, there is a Whataburger like literally across the street,
Yeah,
and
they're
like
everywhere. They're everywhere there.
they're literally everywhere. And I like I just can't get into it. Like I
Yeah.
just don't like it.
Yeah, and I was they hype it up so much, like it's like they're
Yeah,
Culver's, whatever. So I growing for me, I grew up in California, so I grew up on In and Out. So like to me, In and Out's better than Culver's, better than Whataburger, and like people here like that's sacrilegious, dude. If you tell them anything's better than Culver's,
yeah,
it's like you
yeah.
like told them you don't like their grandkid or something. They get so
They get
uh
in there. They get a little offended.
yeah,
Hurts the
that's crazy.
feelings a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, no, for real. But yeah, no, Dallas is nice. Like I've been there several times, dude. Like Dallas, the area is pretty cool. So like I said, you'll probably enjoy Dallas more than Appleton. Like no shade on Appleton. Like I've been out there, it's nice too, but it's no Dallas, dude. Like, Dallas
It's a
is
lot
a
more.
big
It's
city.
a lot more stuff. I was here actually. I got my surgery here. Uh, and yeah, in Dallas with my surgeries. I mean, I've been here, but
Okay,
I was kind of out of it the whole time, so
recovering and
I like
whatnot.
literally
They
don't
can't do
remember.
anything. Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah. I went to a Mavs game actually there too, when I was out there. That stadium is nice, so that's pretty sick.
yeah, I heard there's a bunch of nice spots, but I'll have to go exploring and see
Yeah.
what's around.
Yeah. So how was it then being like the new guy on the team? Because obviously like mid-season trade, like everyone kind of is established. Like, how was like that whole
Yeah,
introduction process?
it actually wasn't that bad. I feel like these group of guys they're older,
Yeah.
so they're more like welcoming and like it wasn't too bad. But like me being like a quiet and reserved guy, I
Hmm.
like kind of have a hard time like just straight up being outgoing and just
Yeah.
coming out of the shell right away. So that part I guess is on me. But like overall, like these guys are very welcoming. It's, yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. And like
After
they got some studs on that team too.
yeah, they're pretty good. Kind of nasty. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Yeah. Who's like one guy on that team that I know it's only been a couple weeks, but someone you're just like, dang, dude, like that they're the real deal.
It's like it's most of the guys, like all of them.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if it's like a higher level and stuff, but it's like you kind of trust them behind you a little bit more than
Hmm.
with like the younger guys. So
That is true because
it's
it's double A, and you were in high A now. So you got the promotion too. I
yeah,
mean, obviously that's cool too. You got that promotion
yeah.
to double A. You have to start off in high A wherever they're. I don't know where their high A team is, to be honest.
I don't say it's like Hickory. I don't even know. As long as I don't go there, I don't want to
Exactly, exactly. You just
know. I
straight
don't.
up from there, like triple A next season and major league debut. That's what I'm talking about.
I can roll with that. We can do that.
We'll speak that into existence.
Yeah,
But yeah, so some of the guys that are like Jack Leiter, obviously he's nasty. Like how is it
yeah,
watching him pitch? Like, because he's just one of those like hyped up prospects.
yeah. It's pretty fun watching him throw. The fans are big fans.
Yeah. So does he
It's
just get
fun.
like bombarded like every game, like fans just asking for everything from him?
I was told he used to, or like in the beginning of the year, it was kind of crazy, but
Yeah.
I think it died down a little bit. Like, but it's more than I've seen. It's kind of like what's that kid's name?
In Appleton or
In
what?
Appleton. Yeah,
Oh,
he's like 18.
yeah. Oh, yes. The Dominican, not Dominican, but Colombian, Venezuelan, whatever he is. I know
Is
exactly
it
who you're talking about.
Churio?
Churrillo, yep, Jackson, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just like that.
dude, that
Big
guy
fans.
is that guy is legit. Like
Yeah,
you kind of like feel bad you kind of didn't get to see him play because like that I went there last weekend and that dude just like I think he had 2 home runs or 1 home run. Like he just that kid
yeah.
is just like the real deal.
He's pretty fun to watch, and he's young. He just has fun with it. It's good. It's good
Yeah,
vibes from him.
that's fun to see. That's fun to see for sure. Who was the guy over there while you were there who just kind of got like all the fans asking for autographs? Or-
Churio.
Oh, were you there when he was there?
Yeah,
Oh, you were there. Okay, okay.
yeah. I mean, I didn't get to see him like hit all the home runs and
Yeah,
stuff, but like I saw him
for a couple
be
weeks.
good at baseball for
Games.
a couple
Yeah.
weeks. Yeah,
Dang. Yeah, and it's crazy because Appleton, like the players' exit is like goes right into the parking lot. So like it's
yeah.
there's
The players' exit over there is brutal,
yeah. Is it better in Frisco or no?
brutal. Not at all. It's just like so like the way you come out here, it's like an administrative, and I don't even know how to say that word, administration office,
Okay.
like
Administrative?
the front desk and stuff. Yeah, whatever. The front desk stuff, and then there's it's not like crazy,
Yeah.
but I mean, it can get back.
Okay. Yeah, that's not that bad. Oh, Owen White, another guy they have in Frisco. I was watching some of his highlights. That dude is just nasty too. Like they're just insane everywhere.
Who? Who?
Owen White, or I think he's in Double A there in Frisco.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
here. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Um,
haven't seen him play though.
yeah. Did you meet Leiter at the Futures game?
Sorry, you froze.
Oh, am I back?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
good.
did you meet Leiter at the Futures game?
No, I actually met Leiter when I first got here. The Futures game, it was like everybody was separate. Like your team was just with your team, other team was with the other team.
Really?
It was
Interesting.
kind of
It's kind of weird.
a little bit.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
let's talk about that because obviously you get. I mean, that's like good. Like you tell me, like a Futures game, no big deal. You know, it's pretty it's a
yeah.
good notch in your belt. Like how'd you find out about that?
I found out about like a month before.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Joe actually scared the hell out of me because he like I was in the trainer. I don't even know what I was doing, and he just like points at me, and he just like
Oh,
like
yeah.
I was like, oh damn, like what did I do? Like, and then he just he told me he sat down and he told me that you're going to the futures game. I'm like, oh wow, like again, I didn't know what to say because I
Yeah.
was just talking to my agent about it. Like I've been talking to my agent about it for like a few years now. Like that I want to throw in that. It's like again, I didn't know what to say.
Does your agent have a say like in that? Like, does he kind of like hype you up to like Joe or like the front office and stuff, or how does that work out?
I don't I don't think so because
Okay.
when I told him when I told him was his first time hearing about it too.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
All right.
But yeah, I found out a few weeks before and I'm not gonna lie, it got in my head a little bit. So I had
Mhm.
like a stretch of bad starts. Um and we went on the road and of course it was a 2 weeks before I had to go to LA and I forgot my gray pants, like just a big dummy. So I had white pants that I had to throw with in the futures game and didn't have pants for like the season or the 2 week road stretch.
Wait, so you at the Futures
So
game you had a different color pair of pants on than everyone else?
yeah, we all had to bring our own pants,
Okay.
which it was weird. You think they'd give you pants or something, but
Yeah.
I guess not.
Dude, that's the minors. In the All-Star game, they probably hook everybody up with all this swag and whatnot, and then minor league game, they're just like, whatever, bring your own,
Yeah,
BYOB, bring your own pants, or BYOP, bring your own pants.
hold on.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh yeah, you just sounded like a robot just now. I
Oh,
didn't hear
okay.
anything you just said.
Does it sound better now?
It's good now. I don't know
Okay,
what
cool.
happened though.
That's weird.
Probably the hotel Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah. Where are y'all at now?
We just got back to Frisco.
Oh, so how did that work out then? Obviously, because like in Appleton, you had um like the host family and stuff. How do they do it in Frisco?
So there's apartments all like so the field's like literally right there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like apartments surrounding the field, and I guess that's the players' apartments.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also a bunch of hotels. So I got here late, so there was no space for the apartment. So they just gave me a hotel for the rest of the year.
Oh, that's not that
It was
bad. So
cool.
you don't got no
It's
roommates
not
or
bad.
anything. It's just you.
Yeah, just me.
That's pretty sick, though. It's pretty sick. I like that.
Better than a host family, that's for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, you had a good host family though.
I did. My host family was pretty cool. I liked them a lot.
Yeah, and I gotta ask you this because you every time you post something on Instagram, which is like once a year, I feel like, it's always like dog pictures. Like who are all these dogs that you're always with? Because like you're always with dogs.
I love dogs. If you can't tell,
Yeah,
I love them.
yeah.
Well, they'll either be my dogs, my host family's dogs, or like when I see a dog, I'll just somehow just be super social and just like go up to it and like ask if I can pet it and like take a picture of it.
Yeah,
So like it's everybody's dog. I don't
got it.
even know them half the time. I just big dog guys. I'm always gonna go up to them and pet them if they look random.
Oh, I'll say the last time I had you on, we didn't talk about your JUCO career too much, and I didn't realize like you were on one of the better JUCOs like in the country. Like you guys went 55-4 the season you were there.
Yeah, we were nasty.
Dude, that's
We
incredible.
were
And
nasty.
27-0 in conference games. Like, were you guys just blowing out teams?
Yeah, it was that was the best team I've ever been a part of, honestly. Just from the guys and then just like from the baseball standpoint, just great. We like never lost because the Forney held us to such a high standard where it's like kind of like you have to play at his level,
Yeah.
otherwise like probably not gonna play. It was really fun, just like winning all the time and stuff.
Yeah, that's incredible. And so I guys who I've had on who are like JUCO guys, they sometimes they'll have like different stories because obviously like the regulations for JUCO practices are different than like NCAA. Did you guys have
Yeah,
any interesting like crazy like JUCO workouts? Because I know one guy would like have to run a mile and a half up and down a hill when they're done, or go
yeah.
down some trails and stuff. What do you guys got to do there?
They were brutal in the beginning of the year. They died. They got really. He relaxed towards the end of the year,
Yeah.
but in the beginning of the year, like I mean, our practices were literally all day,
Wow.
and like I was in such a bad mood by the time I got back. Like, dude, I don't want to play baseball right now.
Yeah.
Just want to do nothing. Um, as far as running, um, so we had a really small campus, but there was like a gas station, a marathon, like I think about a mile and a half down,
Okay.
and I guess when he's feeling spicy, he'll just make us run, there and back, as a warm up,
Yeah.
you know. And I was like, sure, I guess. Um, I do remember, and this is one thing I'll never forget about JUCO. I think we actually had gotten in trouble, and he made us wake up at like 6 in the morning, or we had a 6 a.m. and we ran around the parking lot. So it was pitchers and position players. We separated. So while let's say like the position players are running, they would run a lap, and we would have to be doing like sit ups, just something
Mm-hmm.
in like the middle, but like you couldn't like fake it. Like he was like watching. You like had to do something.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would be done. They would flip. They would do their sit ups, whatever,
Jeez.
and we'd be running. And then he started timing it. And I was like, dude, I'm dying right now. Like,
Yeah.
give me like I need a break. Um, and then we had so I think that was about an hour. Um, I had the worst shin splints of all time,
Mm-hmm.
the whole like fall season, and I had an 8 a.m. right after that. And I'm like, there's no way I'm about to go to that 8 a.m. Like I'm exhausted right now. Yeah, I'll never forget that. Like that was brutal. Like I had like these ice packs in my freezer, and I would like I was laying in bed. I didn't even shower. Like that's how like exhausted I was. So I just like laid in bed, put ice packs on my shin, and just like sat there
Yeah.
and just kind of just passed out. There's no way. Well, like I hope we never do that ever again.
Yeah, but that's how JUCO is. Like it's crazy because like I talk to guys who are NCAA or whatever, D1 schools or even D2, and they don't have those kind of things. But JUCO, there's just no rules. Like they don't care what they'll run you guys into the ground.
Yeah, the fall season of I don't know how it is like now, but I know the fall season is I've heard it was always the worst. One of my boys is there. Actually, he's like probably one of my best friends. He said like before I got there, it was way worse. Like I don't even like I feel bad because like I totally believe it. Like
Yeah.
I know he went crazy. Like I
Yeah.
totally believe it. Like
That's crazy.
glad I
So
didn't have to
you guys had
experience
to
it.
do all those things because somebody had gotten in trouble, or like the whole team had gotten in trouble.
The whole team had gotten in
Okay.
trouble.
Do you know what you guys did or no?
I don't even remember, honestly. It probably wasn't even that big of a deal,
Yeah.
to be honest. But
Gee.
yeah, we would do that, and then sometimes after practice, he would make a. Oh, we had to run around the campus. It was a small campus,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not like a big deal, but like he call it a valley mile,
Mm-hmm.
and like if you're just running it at like a cool pace, it's not bad. But if he starts timing it, and then like, it's not like a straight like you know
Mm-hmm.
thing. There's hills, you gotta go uphill, downhill. Like, bro, relax. Like this is supposed to be a warm up. Like
Yeah.
this is a workout right now. Like, calm down.
Jeez.
But it was fun. Like I would probably never want to do it again,
Yeah.
but like I do miss those times. It was fun.
No, for sure. Like I said, JUCO's different. JUCO guys are different. I feel like they work out. I mean, I've talked to guys who won D1 who are from JUCO, and they feel like their time at JUCO they enjoyed it more. I was talking to somebody
Yeah.
who went JUCO D1 and then back to JUCO. I can't remember what he played with, but dude, I was looking at you. You were 9-0. You never lost like in college. You were just 9-0, 1.88 ERA, no big deal.
I got lucky a few of those times. There was a loss in there, but they didn't show up.
Oh, what happened to it?
I actually know that for a fact they didn't show it up because I did terrible.
Like, did you guys end up winning or what?
We ended up winning.
So that
Yeah, I guess it would have been a no decision.
yeah, no
Yeah,
decision. It wouldn't be a loss then.
yeah, no, no.
Yeah, y'all didn't
Okay, yeah, I
lose.
guess I never lost.
You guys lost 4 games. So I mean, I feel like,
One of those 4 games is definitely my fault.
dang, no big deal. I mean, hey, whatever. You get the no decision. You're still 9-0. Like you can put that on your record, like 9-0 in
I
college.
mean,
It's
yeah,
it's
it
bad.
looks cool on the back of the cards.
That's
I'll
what's
take it.
up. That's what I'm saying.
I'll
That's what
take
I'm
it.
saying. Who was like the hardest team you guys faced? Like other JUCO teams, because there's some nasty ones out in your conference.
By far, Iowa Western.
Okay.
By far, they were. So I don't even remember what our conference was, but our conference was, and this is kind of part of the reason why we went on such a high like winning streak. Our conference wasn't that great.
Okay.
I mean, you'd have your okay teams, then you have your really bad teams, and yeah, well, conference was cool. But Iowa Western, when playoffs came around, by far the hardest.
Did you guys
I
ever
think
have?
that's who kicked us out.
Oh, did you pitch in the postseason or no in the playoffs?
I did.
How was that?
Yeah, it was a regular old game. Nothing crazy.
So were
So
you?
it was like,
No, go
huh?
ahead. Go ahead.
So like the postseason, it I mean, we hosted it. So like, there's obviously not a lot of people there. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
small school, but like there would be, I don't know, about 50 people, and
50?
yeah, like scouts and like
Oh,
just
sure, sure.
teams, I guess. Um, that was my first time playing in front of like people, fans, whatever you want to call it. I was freaking out. Like that was my downfall. I didn't know what to do, but it's not bad. It's like a regular little tournament.
That's crazy. I'm trying to think of what. Oh, man, there's a college, a JUCO that's just like dominant. I can't think of their name anymore now. I think it's I want to say it's in Florida or Arizona.
Chipola,
There you go, Chipola. Yeah.
we didn't play them, but I think
No.
they played them this past year.
Okay. Okay. That might have been what it was then. But like they're good too. Like they're another team that just never never loses.
They're legit too. Yeah.
Do you ever get any like did you ever throw at anybody or have like benches clearing when you were over there or no?
No, my first benches clearing was in the AZL.
How was that?
So I've never. I don't know. I was inside.
Oh, you didn't rush. You didn't run to the
No,
field. No, you're like whatever. I'll
I
do
didn't.
it. I'll
Yeah,
let
I
them do
didn't
it.
know what to do. Yeah, but no, we didn't really. Yeah, it was pretty. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
Like nothing happened. Really.
that's cool. And I'm pretty sure if you did at Wabash, like your coach would probably have you guys running miles and
We would never stop running. We'd be running right now. Like
yeah,
it would
like it
never
would
happen.
just be it would just be until
Yeah,
your legs fell off, and then
yeah,
he'd find a whole new group of guys who would just go 45 or 55 and 4 and whatever. Just
exactly. It's just that easy for him.
jeez,
He'll be
I'm
fine.
sure like the recruiting to that school is just easiest thing he's ever done. He just shows up their record and they're like, let's do it.
Yeah, me and my boy talks about this all the time. Like he is probably like one of the best recruiters like ever. He finds everybody
Yeah,
from the smallest places too, and they just like all nasty. That makes sense. Like that's why you guys are good.
yeah. Or were most of the
Everybody he
people
talks to.
for sure? Were most of the people there like local or like just from all over the country?
It seemed like most of the people were from like Ohio and Kentucky, so I guess local.
Kind of local, yeah, because that's
Yeah,
Indiana, no Illinois, I guess. Yeah, Illinois.
it's Illinois, but like yeah, there's Indiana too. Like
Yeah,
yeah, I guess you could say local.
that's pretty cool. That's pretty legit. So let's talk about the futures game. So obviously you go there. Like how did you tell your parents and your girlfriend?
Um, I actually I told my parents, but I told them it wasn't for sure because like they have big mouths, and
Yeah.
I wasn't supposed to like leave.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of like iffy when I told them. I told my girl like right away
Yeah.
because like I know she like who nobody's gonna believe her. And then yeah, so they found out. Everybody in my family found out when the post came out, like I think 2 days before.
Oh, so like
So I kept it super low key.
okay, that's cool because like
Yeah,
people will talk and whatnot, and then like everyone.
exactly. And like I know nothing would happen if like they did tell, but like they told me not to tell. So I'm like, all
Hmm.
right, well,
Yeah, you gotta do
I
it.
guess I just won't tell you guys. Yeah.
So how was LA? Because obviously that's your first time in LA. Like how was the or no, not in LA. Yeah, LA. How was the
It
environment?
was in LA, yeah. The environment of like around the hotel was cool.
Yeah.
Uh, once you leave like that little like area,
Hmm.
LA sucks.
Hmm.
There's so much going on. Dodger Stadium, huge,
Yeah.
very nice, huge. It was a fun experience though. Like if you go to the right places and stuff, like it was cool.
Did you get to
LA
meet
is
other
like
people like on your team though? Because obviously the teams were separated, but like who are like some of the guys maybe from like on your team that you're just like, dang, like, they're just nasty.
honestly all of them. They
Yeah.
were all good in their own little way. But like I said, I'm like super quiet and reserved. So
Yeah.
like I did talk, but like I can't even remember who I was talking to.
That's
I think
fair.
most of the time I would just talk to Weimer and like that's
Oh yeah, because Joey went too. Did Jackson go
yeah,
too?
yeah, he was there. Yeah,
Okay, that's pretty sick. That's
yeah,
cool.
all
So,
three of us.
so did they tell you like who's the coach for that or the manager for your guys' team?
I don't even know, dude. I don't remember.
Dang. But did they let you know like, hey, you were gonna go in like, or like, what point did you start to think like, oh man, like I'm gonna be on national TV, like people are gonna be watching me. This is actually a pretty big deal because it's the futures game.
Um, it was honestly a much bigger deal in my head.
Mm.
I it, it was I was nervous once like game time came. It's just like any old like just
Yeah.
regular baseball game. Like it's not. It's cool. Don't get me wrong, but it's like it's all right. So I think I threw in like the fifth inning.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was supposed to throw it earlier. He told me I was gonna get a clean inning.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, cool. Like three batters and try to get a couple punchies or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, obviously I didn't. Uh, I warmed up. Oh, by the way, like the fans around the bullpen,
Mm-hmm.
annoying. They're just there all around, just yapping away.
What were they saying?
It's like they're like just saying your name,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, we're big fans." Like you don't even know me. Like this is probably your first time seeing me like in
Yeah.
your life.
Yeah.
Like just yapping, trying to get balls.
Yeah.
Sign this, sign that. Like sometimes you gotta ignore them. And when you ignore them, it never goes well. You just keep going. Um, yeah. So I threw 8 pitches.
Hmm.
Crazy. 2 groundouts.
Yeah.
That was my day. I found out. Yeah, I could have sworn I was getting a clean inning. I wasn't the happiest guy after.
Yeah. Wait, you went in with what, with one out or what?
I had a fresh start.
Yeah. So
I
but you pitched faced two batters. You got them both out, and then you didn't leave
and
anybody
my
on
day
base,
was
right?
done.
Yeah. Okay.
Nah,
Yeah. But that's not bad. You didn't get any punchies, but hey, two up, two
it's
down.
not bad, but you're like you need the punches.
I
You
know,
gotta have the
especially on
punches.
national TV when everyone's like looking at
Seriously,
you and you're hyped up, and you're one of
I
the
thought I was gonna throw way harder too.
yeah.
Like, dude,
Who
this
do
is
you know? Do you remember who he faced?
yeah. I actually faced I don't even know how to say his last name. Curtis. What the hell is his last name?
Oh, from the Rays,
Yeah, yeah,
from Australia. The Australian, that kid's good.
yeah.
He's
Which is
nasty.
crazy because we were just had dinner the night before. We have like the same agency, so like we just went to dinner and like I didn't
Mhm.
expect to like him to be the first guy.
Yeah,
So that second guy, I don't even know who I faced. I don't
yeah.
know who he was.
What agency are you with?
Bledsoe.
Okay, right on. Yeah, so like obviously, you want to be a national TV, you want to strike him out. You didn't. You get two outs, no big deal. Like I mean, he's a top prospect for the Rays. I think he might be the number one prospect too, actually.
It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah.
Yeah, he was good, but it's no big deal. You got him out, both out. That's, I mean, 8 pitches, whatever.
I mean,
You're on TV.
it was a good, yeah, it was a good like little outing. But like,
Yeah,
I'm really hard on myself, so you gotta have the punches.
yeah. Dang.
Punches. If I had even just one punch, I'd been like, all right, cool. But like overall, I'm not mad about it at all.
Yeah,
It
I
was
mean, you
fun.
represented the Brewers well. I mean, did
Yeah,
Joey get into the game? I was watching, but like on my phone, and then I turned it on my big TV when you came in, so I didn't
yeah.
watch if he bet.
I had told him before the game, I was like, I'll give you $100 for every home run that you hit,
Nice.
and he got that close
Yeah,
twice. And I was like, dude, like relax.
yeah.
It was super close. Yeah, he got in there. I don't remember what Churio did though.
Okay. So going over there, like, was there anybody? Obviously, you said you're kind of quiet and not like super outgoing or anything, but like, were there anybody there that you able to talk to, maybe pick their brain, whether it's pitching or like just like even like hitters and trying to get like the opposite viewpoints and stuff?
No, I don't really. I'm not usually the kind of guy to pick people's brains and you know get like the inside scoop of stuff because like I personally hate baseball, so I would try not to talk about baseball as much as I can. Um, but no, just nothing like really too deep. Just normal conversation.
It's crazy that you say that you hate baseball because obviously you're so good. I think you're one of the minor league leaders in like strikeouts. Like what about it, or what about it don't you like? Is it just because I mean it's maybe not the most exciting of sports?
It's not even that. It's just like a mental, just a grind mentally.
Hmm.
It's like to like you can get yourself in a little funk so easily, and like you just start overthinking it. And it's like, all right, I got to do this to do this, or I got to do that to do that. I'm like, all right, like just throw the damn ball.
Hmm.
And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I do get myself into like a little like mental like spinning phase or whatever.
Yeah.
I keep trying to tell myself to just like have fun. It's like I don't like not everybody gets to do this.
Hmm.
It's like just have fun. Like throw the ball as hard as you can. Like whatever happens, happens.
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, like, what do you do, or how do you mentally then tell yourself or how do you get yourself out of that like mental like rut? Like, obviously, because baseball has its ups and
Yeah,
downs.
it's really hard to be honest. Personally, I'll just like I like I don't know, go play the game or
Hmm.
like go on a walk or something or like just do something totally random. Like I don't have my Xbox here, but like I have to start tomorrow. And like if I just sat in my room and just I guess watch TV, like I'm gonna start zooming. Like, all right, like last time I did this, don't do this. Like. So I've been grinding 8 ball on the iPad all day.
Dang.
Just to try not to like just do anything to get my mind off baseball.
That's
There's so much stuff you can do, but like it's so easy to just fall into it,
yeah.
get yourself spinning.
Yeah, that's fair. And like I said, I haven't seen you online like on Xbox and stuff. So I'm like, I figured you hadn't gotten all your stuff out there and whatnot. But
Yeah, I brought it. Well, Yeah, I brought it home the weekend I went home before I got here.
Hmm.
It was like, I mean, I don't really, we're gonna be traveling, so I was like, I just might as well leave it. I'm gonna leave it in the host family's house, so
Yeah.
might as well just take it home.
Yeah, no, for sure. And like you only have like a couple weeks, I feel like, left in the season too, because like it's almost over, and then you know
Yeah,
you're back home and stuff like that.
it's
Um,
less stuff to carry and stuff. So I brought it back.
so what do you do, or have the Rangers talk to you about, like, I think I asked you this earlier, but have the Rangers talked to you about like kind of like their goal for you? Because obviously, you're dead set on being a reliever.
Oh, I'm in.
I think they want you to be a starter. I mean, they have the pitchers. They don't necessarily need you to be a starter. I feel like they have a depth their depth of like rotation depth in like their minor league system and stuff. But
Yeah.
like what is their plan for you?
Honestly, I don't even know. I'm gonna be straight up. I honestly think I'm probably gonna end up being a reliever with this team,
Okay.
and like that would probably be my best shot at making it like up top.
Hmm.
Um, as of right now, I know I have a pitch count or like an innings cap. Um, that's about all I got.
Was that with the Brewers and then it kind of transitioned to the Rangers
No,
organization, or is that with just with them?
it was just with them
Just because of your
because
previous
it's
injuries and stuff?
yeah. So when I was with the yeah, that's exactly why. Because when I was with the Brewers, I was cool. Like I probably got well over 100 innings,
Yeah.
110 innings, whatever. They told me here they don't want me to go over 110. And I'm at like 95 right now. So, okay, so what am I going to throw an inning a game? So like, okay, sure.
So are you like an opener then, basically just throwing like one inning and then they'll have a someone else come in and pay back off you?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yes, I was supposed to throw yesterday, but it got canceled, and I'm supposed to start tomorrow. But I'm really, really trying to beg him. Like, let me just get like the last two innings.
Hmm.
Like I'm gonna throw 2, 3 innings anyway. Like just give me like the back half, so I don't get myself spinning and like doing stuff.
Yeah. So like I mean, obviously coming out of the bullpen, like you've never done that before, right? Like you've always been a starter, even like in college.
Yeah, first time coming out of the pen was in the futures game. I think I came out of the pen in high school a few times, but that's high school. That doesn't count.
Yeah. So in the futures game, then what did you do to get yourself like hyped up to come out of the bullpen? Because like I've guys like because I you're not a smelling sauce guy or like Red Bull. Are you Red Bull guy like or like pre workouts?
Nah,
What do you do to get up? Or
I
do you
do pre-workout,
okay like
but in the
dry
futures
or
game,
what?
I had forgot my. It depends how we're feeling. I've dry scooped it before. That's
Yeah.
a different kind of like zooming. But not typically I'll do pre-workout, but I forgot it in the locker room like a big dummy. So like I was sitting there for 4 innings. My eyes are just mad heavy the whole time. They tell you to start warming up, and it's like a different like it's a different feeling. You
Hmm.
just get like this random boost of like adrenaline,
Yeah.
and you're just ready to go.
And you think you would prefer that over like starting? Because obviously, like, what is your normal start routine like when you're starting? Because you said you don't really try to get too into it because like you don't want your brain to like start thinking. So like, what do
Yeah.
you do like before each start? Like, are you pretty like routine?
Nah, I try to like. It's probably better if I were to get into a routine, but like I said, it's gonna get me thinking too much. So I kind of just go with the flow, like whatever. Let's say the game's at like 5. I'll probably start stretching at 4, do my little like hip routine and stuff, play catch at 4:30. I'm kind of done by like 4:50. It's kind of whatever I feel like I need at that moment. There's
Yeah, that's fair.
nothing
I mean,
specific
and
on it.
everyone's different. So you might even that might kind of be geared for you to be a reliever then, just because you can get yourself all hyped up to get out of the bullpen versus like the whole starters routine and stuff.
Pull up. We went into robot mode again.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. I was saying it might work better for you as a reliever then because you just come out of the bullpen and you don't have to worry about your routine or anything like that. You just your role eventually. When you find out your role and stuff like then you just run out and do your thing, pitch an inning or two, let the arm eat, and then you don't got to worry about you know
Exactly.
inning limits and pitch counts and.
Throw and go. Throw, go home. That's it.
Do you want to be like a closer or like what like our long inning relief? Like what is like your ideal like situation?
Personally, and I could be wrong. Personally, I think I'd be a disgusting closer because I got 2 pitches,
Yeah, fastball slider, right?
fastball slider. I
Yeah.
mean, I can. toss a change up every now and then, but it
Yeah.
doesn't always change. But I think I'd be a pretty nasty closer, but it's got to give me a chance.
Yeah. We just got
Yeah,
to start talking to start the campaign to, free Antoine Kelly, put him as the closer. Like who's the closer right now for Frisco?
I don't even think we have one.
There you go, man. Let him know. Be like, hey, man, just for
It's
the
my
last
time,
couple of weeks, just let me do my thing and like see what you got
for
of me.
real.
For it's like
Yeah, I
'cause
mean, I'm on a
legitimately, like minor leagues, it's like you can get passed over and overlooked so fast with so many people
exactly.
in the organization. You got to do what you got to do to kind of stand out and stuff. I mean, you're still young though, so you still got it. But like, are you going to be Rule 5 eligible next year or no?
Yeah, I think in like December, November.
So this year, yeah, interesting. So
Yeah,
kind of see what
um,
happens there.
yeah, not sure. I mean, they have reasons to do both, to
Yeah,
protect or not protect. So we'll see.
yeah, that's going to be interesting to see what happens. We'll see what happens. But all right. So right before we end here, obviously, you were pitching. You play well in Appleton. You're here in Frisco now. In Frisco, like, or even in Appleton too, because you said like obviously Jackson Chirios got like just mobbed by everybody. But like, what are some of the things like people would hear, or you would hear like fans chanting? Because like you were obviously a top prospect, top pitching prospect, and high draft pick and stuff. Like, were fans just mobbing you to get autographs or like
Actually,
shouting at
no. When I
you?
got here,
Oh no, just in general, like in both Appleton and here.
oh no, Appleton was a little bit ridiculous. When I first signed in
Mhm.
19, that was probably the most chaotic like fan experience I've had. In Appleton, no, you'd get your same card people that'll uh you know ask you to sign 1,200 cards.
You recognize them after a while, like the one is in Appleton, because
I
it's a small stadium.
yeah, I got to a point where like I'll always sign the card
Hmm.
unless I like I'm in a really like pissy mood, but I'll always sign it. But like it got to the point where I was like, all right, I'll sign like three or four. Like that's about it. And
Yeah.
they just come back the next day, dude, I just signed three for you yesterday, but I'm not gonna say anything.
Hmm.
I know,
Oh, so you
but
just keep signing? Because I know some
for the
people who'll be like, one, that's it. Like, I'm not going to keep signing like day after day.
yeah, I mean, I've done that too, but I feel like it's just bad luck if I say no.
That's fair.
I don't know. I feel like
Um,
bad karma or something. So
yeah.
I always just do it. Once the poster came out in Appleton, that's when they got a little weird. A lot of people.
Was
Uh,
that in 19?
Here in Frisco, no, this past season
Oh,
or this season,
you were on the poster?
in the beginning of the year, yeah,
Dang. Okay.
that was kind of cool. But when I got to Frisco, they did me so dirty because nobody knew I was here. Nobody knew my name. The people in like the front office didn't even know who I was. I'm like, yeah,
Mhm.
I have to pitch today, so like, you're either gonna let me in, or you guys are not gonna have a starter. I don't know what to tell you.
They didn't even let you in
Like
the
nobody knew
stadium.
I was there. Not at first. I had to tell them like my name's Antoine. Like I just got I
Yeah.
just got traded. Like it's me. And yeah, they did me dirty. Like the fans don't really know like who I am yet, I guess.
Yeah. That's kind of nice though, in a way. You don't have to hear like all the people yelling and stuff. Because like, I
Yeah.
mean, obviously, like fans, especially in like minor league stadiums, like they're pretty like ruthless. Like they're just shouting out, like they'll just be
Yeah.
chirping at you, and like if you don't
They
get
have no feel.
no feel for the game. I remember when I was there in Beloit, Brandon Kennard had pitched, and he was pitched well, and I think Baker blew. I think it was Baker might have blown the save or something, and like they walked off. Some fan just shouted at him like, "Hey, Baker, sign my autograph," and he just looked at them. He just looked back and he just walked off. I was like,
Yeah.
you got to have a little bit of a feel for the game because like you can't just be. It's insane.
Yeah. They just be yapping away. It gets to a point where you kind of just have to ignore them.
Yeah.
Like and just not even feel bad about it. They'll be all right.
No,
I
for sure.
know one of the games I did terrible in Appleton. It was one that had that weird stat line where I walked like a million people and gave up no hits. One of those weird ones. And I was so mad after the game, and then they just asked me to sign their cards. I'm like, bro, no, like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna sign it. And then they just looked like devastated.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're gonna be back tomorrow, and you know it too. Like,
Yeah.
relax.
Yeah. That's crazy. What is the weirdest thing somebody has asked you to autograph?
They be getting pictures online. I've gotten a couple of a couple pictures of me pitching from freshman year,
Okay. Oh, from like high school
uh,
for college.
in high school.
Oh, okay.
I was like, okay, that's a little weird.
Yeah.
I don't know, for Utter Tucker's weekend, I was sitting with a cow and somebody asked me to sign that.
The
Like,
actual
sure.
cow?
Yeah. So I was like, okay. Oh, what else was it? It just random pictures they'd be printing.
Yeah.
And, like I've signed some like sometimes they'd be pictures from like a long time ago, but not even baseball related.
Like
I was like,
they just
okay,
like
like how
find
did you
you.
even get this? Yeah, like you're weird.
Yeah, that's
But I was like, all
crazy.
right, cool. But so yeah, somebody has a picture of me doing nothing baseball related with my
Probably,
signature
probably
on
with a
it. So
dog or something.
most likely, very likely.
That's crazy. Yeah, like I said, fans are crazy. Like, did you ever? Oh, you did play in Beloit. Like, you did you play in their old
Yeah,
stadium or no?
I have never been. No,
In the old, okay.
thank
Also,
God.
yeah, you missed out. Like, I mean, you got lucky because like you didn't miss anything because that stadium is just absolute garbage. Like it was, they needed a new one and they got it. It's the new one's actually kind of nice.
The new one's very nice. If they have like more fans, it's beautiful. I like it. That was probably my favorite, one of my favorite
Yeah.
road trips.
Well, it's also because it's short too. It's just what, like an hour and a half, 2 hour drive.
It's short, but you're not like miserable the whole time.
Yeah.
Got
So like,
nice
what is the
facility.
one city you've been to that you're just like, this, I hate, absolutely hate coming here?
Peoria.
Illinois. Who is that? That's
I
not the
hate
Cubs.
Peoria. The
Who?
Cardinals.
Cardinals. What is wrong with it there?
It's just ugly. There's so much like it's just ugly. There's bad vibes.
Yeah.
Like Peoria and Cedar Rapids. I hate both of their stadiums, but I'd rather go to Cedar Rapids than to Peoria.
Dude, I heard Cedar Rapids
Um,
was bad. Like bad.
Cedar Rapids is pretty bad, but it's a lot better than Peoria, in my opinion.
Okay. That's crazy.
Um, both of those teams, I seem to never pitch well against.
Hmm.
So I'm glad I never have to throw against them ever again.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, like it's a Beloit, you missed out. Like you didn't miss out. There's nothing there. It's crappy city, really, in my opinion, but also crappier stadium. Um, well, what is like the next couple of weeks looking for like for you? Let's end on that. Like, what is your goal for the last couple of weeks of of the season?
It's August, and I'm just trying to go to Chicago. I'll be honest. Just ride it through. Whatever we
Yeah.
got, we got.
Yeah.
No plans.
That's cool. That's cool. I respect that. And like honestly, like you're Chicago, like you do you live like does your family live in the city of Chicago or like we're in that general area?
No, we live like 20 or so minutes out,
Oh, but like
20,
you're in
25.
that the general area then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's cool. I actually had to go to I might have to pick up my sister from Chicago in a couple weeks whenever they come. They're gonna come visit out
It's
here. So
good vibes over there.
yeah, I haven't actually been to Chicago. Next when I'm there, I'm gonna have to hit you up. Be like, yo, man, like what's the spot to be? Maybe we'll do like some. Are you a golfer?
No, I want to get into it.
Me too.
I just I
I haven't
suck.
done it. Same thing.
I'm terrible.
Yeah, dude. I'd rather do like miniature golf, although like I suck at that too. But I feel like
Yeah,
a little bit like I'm a little bit better.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, they would go all the time when I was over there. I was like, damn, like I kind of want to go, but it's like you guys are like really good, and I'm not gonna have
Yeah.
fun. Like I already know, so I
Well,
just never
you don't
went.
gotta have fun. You just gotta be like that guy who kind of keeps it loose for the boys. Maybe crack a couple of jokes here and there, and like just
Yeah,
keep it light. You don't have to be good.
yeah. And sometimes you get a little competitive. So
Yeah,
okay, relax, guys. But yeah,
I feel
probably
it.
should have just went and been that guy, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, like, I mean, if I ever out in Chicago area, which is like an hour and a half from where I live, actually, it's not that far. Like we'll have to maybe get some golf in, mini golf or bowling or something, just kick it. But hey, I want to
Sure.
thank you. Yeah, no, for sure. And like once your Xbox is back, I want to grind it out. You're missing. Are you a Dragon Ball Z guy? Because Dragon Ball Z is in Fortnite now, and I actually can't stand it.
You don't like it? I've
No,
seen it on TikTok,
it's kind of
but
overkill because like I just get crushed. Like they'll just
yeah.
I feel like it's kind of similar. I don't know. I just feel like it's overkill. Like
I mean,
it's
yeah,
over.
I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z guy, so I will be buying the stuff
Yeah,
100%.
I still got the same skins from like a year ago when we we were playing, but no big deal.
Yeah,
I'll have to invest in something. I'll start investing in some skins and make it look pretty sick and whatnot. But
it's not like I don't just buy like the skins. It's like they gotta be really cool.
yeah,
They're not like all right, like it's $5. I just toss $5.
Oh,
fire.
it's not that bad.
Yeah.
I still got the Boba Fett one from like for the last year and
Oh
a half.
yeah.
Yeah, nothing's changed, but no, it's cool though. We'll have to squad back up once you get up and running and all that kind of stuff. But hey, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. Obviously enjoy taking the time to talk, and obviously I
For
wish you were
sure.
back here in Wisconsin still. But I mean, hey, I'm looking forward to what you do in for the Texas Rangers, dude. That's incredible.
Hopefully it goes well. We'll see.
Yeah, and good luck on your start tomorrow.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
You got it, brother. All right, I'll talk to you later, man.